fishing. Just where we'll point that boat, nobody knows. Well, we don't know if it's gonna be feast or famine. So sit your ass back and enjoy the Big John Show. Let it go! Watch that stump over.
Welcome back, lifers. So we're back making the crappie jigs. We just got done with the video telling y'all all the stuff y'all needed, which was the plastic, all the stuff that you need to start bait making. So what we went ahead and did was poured up the plastic in the cups that we needed. We're not going to be doing too much today. We're just going to do enough to make y'all a video and make just some crappie jigs. And so like I said, we're going to do a pretty generic color that y'all have probably seen crappie fishermen use. It's pretty well bought color. It's called Cajun Cricket. So it's typically got an orange side and a green side, which is more like a lime green or a chartreuse green, and then the other side is more of a orange. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it kind of in our own fashion. So typically they're a little bit more solid of a color. We're going to do more of a glittery orange side, maybe a little bit see-through or completely see-through with just some glitter, and then we're going to do the lime green. So we're going to do it a laminate color, so we'll be using the dual injector, which is basically all the same principles as a single injector, except it's just doubled. You need 2 cups, 2 whatever, and you got to make sure that this thing is facing the right way. So if it needs to set this way to do the color how you want it, you do it that way. If it needs to set that way to do it top and bottom, you got to do it that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw these in the microwave, get them started to heat up. As you can see, it just looks white and milky right now, and once we heat it up, it'll start to turn clear. But we're going to get these tossed in the microwave and ready to go for you guys. Alright guys, so we're going to pull it out the microwave. It's done. We're going to kind of show y'all. So I don't know how well y'all can tell. The sun's kind of shining, but it went to clear now. So we're at the point that we can add our, it's kind of hard for y'all to see, and I can't see the screen that well, but sun's shining on it pretty good, but it went to clear. We're gonna add our colors and all that. We'll go ahead and get the other one out too. We're gonna add our colors and glitters and whatever that we want to and stir them up. But so what we're going to do for the first one, like I said, is it's kind of a chartreuse green, and this is called lime truce, so that should be good enough. You want to give it a good shake. And typically on a full cup, they say a good starting point just to get an idea of what your colors are going to do is 10 drops. But I've done this long enough, I'm probably going to go ahead and do about 8 to 10-ish in this, probably about 8. Because I want it to be somewhat solid, but I still want it to be somewhat see-through. We'll see how it kind of turns out. We'll probably start with about 7 and see. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's our 7 drops. We're going to kind of see what that did for us on this. Oh. Still just a touch bit see-through than I want it to be, so we're going to add just a little bit more. So we added just a few more drops. We should be closer to 10 now. Yeah, there we go. That's a little more solid. Alright, so we'll show you guys that. It looks a bit like the Guggen green color. It might turn out a little bit different on camera. I don't know how it looks for you guys necessarily. It's kind of hard to see this screen. But we got our green side mixed up, which looks pretty good. And so, like I said, we're going to do it a little bit different. So typically this would be more like a solidish orange, but we're going to add just some orange glitter to it. So we're going to take, and typically you could just take, and if you didn't want to measure, you could tap it off. Like just take it and tap it off in there, which I think is what I'm going to do. But for real precise measurements of glitter, I use these measuring little scoops. But for the video, I'm just going to do this because I know about what I need. And we'll call that, we'll go a little bit, because I want it to be a little heavy, but not too heavy. We'll start there, grab this other stirring knife, and we'll go ahead and just stir this up. So I don't know how well y'all can see that. We'll go ahead and stir this up. Looks pretty good. It could maybe use just a touch more glitter. Just a touch. Because I want it to be real sparkly on the bottom. Or top. I mean, I don't know how you guys use it. Some people might actually put the orange. I usually tend to put the green towards the top, but some people might tend to put the orange. But we're going to pop these back in the microwave. That way we can get them up to shooting temp. I'm pretty sure they're way below it right now. I could use the heat gun. I've done this long enough. Just by look and feel of the plastic, I could probably tell you almost what temperature it's at. But we're going to go ahead and pop these back in. Get them heated back up. And we'll be right back with y'all and show y'all how we're going to shoot these. So we'll do that. We'll kind of try to get everything set up the best we can to show you how to shoot these. Kind of get it over there towards the mold. Maybe give her a little zoom so y'all can see all that. Let me step over here and do what would be almost like a dry test. Yeah, y'all can see that pretty well. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to just set the cups. We're going to inject it up. We're going to go over to this, which typically you want to set the cups as close as you can so you don't have much to draw from, but we're going to do it from a little bit of a distance so that we don't have cups blocking everything. So we're going to pull these out, see what they're at, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're pulling these out the microwave. We're going to pull these out, we're going to set them out. Sit here, we got to give them a little bit of stir so that the temperature is even throughout. And it makes sure all that glitter and stuff's all mixed up nice and how you like it. We're going to slide them together so that we can get this injector in here. We're going to inject it up. Alright, so we got it injected. We're going to go over here to this and we're going to push in, and you just want to do nice, slow, even pressure. You don't want to do it too hard, too soft, too fast. You kind of just want to do it nice and slow. You don't want to hold down too hard, but you do want to hold it for a second. Make sure everything kind of sets. Then you just want to top it off. Not exactly sure how these came out. They look like a lot of orange came out there. Hopefully that green got warm enough. But we're going to sit here and we're going to see. Hopefully that was a good run. I haven't done very many runs this year of baits. So, still kind of on the, hold on. Oh, wrong way. Still kind of on the fresh side of the bait stuff. I haven't done any dual injecting this year. That's the main thing is I probably should have temp gunned them, make sure they were pretty close to the same. They felt pretty close. One definitely sucked up more than the other, but we're going to see how it turned out. And we'll show you guys once it cools off. So you want to give that a second to cool off. It's a little bit cooler outside today, so the molds are a little bit cooler. It'll probably cool quicker. But I'd say 5 minutes for each mold, maybe a little bit longer if you've been shooting a bunch of them, but you don't have to give it all that long. They set up pretty quick. They might come out a little warm, and you just want to make sure you don't break them, stretch them, whatever, and should be alright. But we're going to let those cool off, and then we'll pull them out for you guys. Alright guys, I think they're about ready to open, so we're going to go ahead and bust it open and just see how they turned out. I'm not super hopeful on it, but we'll see. They seem to have done a little bit of it. Oh, they did pretty well. I could have went a little bit darker on the, I didn't expect the orange to brighten it up as much, and I should have known that. But I didn't expect the orange to kind of overpower the chartreuse. But as you can see here, I'm not sure how well y'all can actually see that. So we got an orange side, and we got our green side. But it's kind of a translucent orange to a green. You can see some of the chartreuse from the orange side, and you can't see much of the glitter from this side, but it's looking pretty good. But that's some of those. We might change it up a little bit and darken up that green the next few times we shoot, but that's what's even cool about bait making at home is you never quite know what you're going to get sometimes if you're doing something new, and it might be something you like, and then you can turn around and make exactly what you want afterwards. Best to add too little than never enough, because you can always add more you can't take away. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a pretty generic color that they make, and we put our own little twist on it, which doesn't look exactly like it, but it's got some of the same hues and same effects as probably what the Cajun cricket would have. But we're going to go ahead and get all these set down and straightened out so that they can get hard the way that they need to. You don't want to lay them out while they're warm all crooked, because then they'll stay crooked. They'll stay just like that if you leave them bent up and to get cooled off, because they're still a bit warm to the touch but not too warm. But I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and we'll be back to make y'all more bait making videos.